This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the USC Trojans and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here.
And the Terrapins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. And now we get our first look at Eli Holstein. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Holstein. Out wide left, it's Bowman. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the gun on 3rd down, here's Holstein. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Eli Holstein to throw. Gets rid of it. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason. And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Maryland's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at Big Dorian Fleming. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country. Quick give. It's Dalton. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. New set of downs after the completion. Left side, it's Durham. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hamilton. And the defense, got him at the 27.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Sees a crease, turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Tight end now in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Keeps it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Keeps it on the ground. Got the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here's Holstein to throw. Reels it in.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He stopped.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Out wide left, it's Mosley. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing, Holstein. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll move the tight end. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Delayed handoff. It's Dalton. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
3rd down following the sack by the D. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're all over him. Working the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Eli Holstein to throw. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to squeak through the pile. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession? This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hamilton. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Holstein. Rush right in his face. Left side is Barber. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Barber. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Push is ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Tries to do it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Caught behind the line. It's Fleming. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. From the gun, it's Wormley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go play action with Holstein. In traffic, it's Bowman. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Burrowing for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Uh-oh, look out. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Moves the pocket. It's Hamilton. The short hands. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He wants to throw it. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Holstein on the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one is perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Holstein to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out wide right, it's Barber.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Holstein from the gun on third down. Finds his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Play fake, Holstein. Turns up, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throwing, Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Eli spinning it again. Trying to get rid of it. Just threw that one way too far. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Eli Holstein to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown USC. Gets it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Texas A&M engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in College Park. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Scanning the field is Hamilton. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The run inside. It's Dalton. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll give it on the counter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holstein under pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They'll run the counter. Pull to the ground. 3rd and long right here. Moving the pocket, it's Hamilton. Face. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Pass to 6. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Holstein to throw. Right side, it's Miller. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Plows through the defense. Got a little grass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Trojans!
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hits inside, it's Dalton. Got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, the ground game. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The fake and wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He's got the first down. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out on the right. At the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sets his feet. It's Hamilton. Caught. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Miller. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Comes down, it's Barber. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They go play action with Holstein. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Miller with the ball. Good, strong tackle. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Holstein. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That one's not even close. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barber. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
In the gun on 3rd down, here's Holstein. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Holstein on the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Again, Holstein. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Terrapins. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And the extra point is good. That is defensive play. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Coleman Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Wormley. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Eli Holstein to throw. Between the hashes, it's Barber. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Wormley. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Crane. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Holstein. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside is 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown Trojans! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Ready to try the...
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score USC 69, Maryland 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keep. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room straight ahead. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wants to throw. It's Crane. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Searching for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw. This one's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and 3. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. It's a draw. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Crane. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. From the gun, breaks the tackle. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.